Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Bolobedu Strange Things YouTube channel. On this channel, I share with you guys strange and mysterious stories from all over Bolobedu. If you are new on the channel, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post. I'll be posting twice a week. So let's get to it. Today's story, it happened on the 27th of May this year, 2023. So it all started in Tzaneen. This lady was doing her shopping, Tzaneen town, CBD, because Tzaneen is pretty broad. So this happened in the CBD, Tzaneen town, CBD, Central Business District. So this lady is doing her shopping, and as she's walking, she finds this kid. It's a 14-year-old girl, a little kid. She's crying, she's stressed, she's scared, visibly scared. You can tell that this kid has been through a great ordeal. So that lady, as a mother, a concerned mother, she decided to stop and inquire to the kid as to what happened, why is she crying, where are her parents? Like, she had so many questions for the kid. As a parent, you'd normally have those questions. What the kid told the lady, it's a pretty horrific story. So this kid said she's not from Tzaneen. She doesn't live around Tzaneen. She's actually from Bolobedu South. So what had happened is, she said at around 3 to 4, she decided to go to the local spaza shop. You know, this for my friend shops. She decided to go there to buy herself some snacks. As she was walking to the spaza shop, a car pulled up on her. It was a 7-seater car. And out of the car came out 7 men. So these guys were covered with balaclavas. She couldn't recognize any of them. They grabbed her and literally just kidnapped her. They drove with her from Bolobedu South all the way to Tzaneen town. During the entire ride, the kid was scared. She couldn't understand why they grabbed her. She's never done anything wrong. She's trying to ask, where are they taking her? They're not talking. Their faces are covered. She can't recognize them. She can't recognize their voices since they're not talking. In her mind, she's thinking, these guys, they're going to kill me. She's thinking the worst. They get to town. They drop her off at town. Fortunately, she was unarmed, except for the emotional distraught they caused. Before dropping her off, they gave her a list. The list had names. It was 31 names. So apparently this list was a death list. The list was written on 2 sides. The first side, it was written death list of Tzaneen kids. And the list had an Illuminati sign on it, on the top left. The other side were 31 names of kids ranging from grade R to grade 12. These were kids from Mohlatlego Machaba Secondary School, Motupa Kgomo Primary School, and Ithuteng daycare. So can you imagine this, how ruthless these people are? They got kids as young as kids that are doing grade R. They don't even care, man. So this kid is taking a look at the list, right? And she sees a name. Her name is number 3 on the list. And that's not even the worst part. The worst part is 2 kids on the list had already died. And they were not murdered, and they did not die in a violent manner. No, their deaths were strange and mysterious. The first kid, he died from an injury-free accident. Can you imagine your kid gets into an accident, But then he comes out of it fine. You're thinking, no, thank God. My kid is going to live and get old. And I'm going to get to see him succeed and do all the things I hope he does. Only for him to die a while later. The second kid also just collapsed and died mysteriously in a hospital. So can you imagine number 3 has the list now? Can you imagine the stress this list is causing on her and her parents? The parents don't understand why their kid is on the list and their kid is next. Can you imagine the stress? Yo. So everyone is trying to make sense of this list. Like, why? Why kids? What did they do? How do they even pick these kids? How do we prevent these kids on the list from dying like the first 2? So while they're trying to figure things out, people, they come up with their own speculations. And most people just agreed, or this list is because of these people that are using Javana there in Bolobedu South. For those that don't know what Javana is, well, Javana is like loosely translated to Ugutwala. You know, you do rituals and whatever stuff that they do, and then you get filthy rich, but then you're gonna have to make sacrifices. People have to die for you to remain rich and keep getting rich and maintain your wealth. So people are thinking, these rich MFs that just got rich out of nowhere, they probably sacrificing our kids so that they can remain rich and maintain their wealth. They're sacrificing our kids to feed whatever thing they pray to. This whatever Illuminati society that they've formed, if it's a branch or whatever, they're in Bolobedu South, because there has been rumors. There has been rumors that there's quite a number of people using Javana that side. If you're from Bolobedu, you probably have heard of this. So yeah, guys, this story hits home because I'm also a parent, so it doesn't really sit well with me when people are sacrificing other people's kids for their own selfish needs. So I think I'm just going to stop here because I'm clearly getting emotional because of this one. Oh yeah, and shout out to the lady who found the kid in Tzaneen and decided to stop and ask her what's going on and decided to help the kid. The lady decided to take the kid to the taxi rank and also gave her a taxi fare so that she can go home. So yeah, shout out. And the Illuminati sign that they saw on the piece of paper on the list. Apparently there's another kid who's doing grade 9 in Mohlatlego Machaba Secondary School who had drawn the sign on his uniform. So they tried to ask him why does he have that sign on the uniform, because there's a list going around and there's such a sign on the list. So they were trying to get answers, thinking maybe he knows about those guys that kidnapped the kid, or maybe he knows about the list, something just to shed some light on the issue. The kid simply said he copied the sign from TV because his idols, or the musicians he admires, American rappers and such, are always doing the sign. This one. So that's where he got the sign. So